Let's make history. So Jamal Bowman, member of the squad, was just primary yesterday. I was happy to hear that, by the way. He's a 40-something-year-old Democratic representative from out of the northern Bronx. And this is a wild guy. I've seen him on clips screaming at lawmakers. He's the guy who pulled a fire alarm on Capitol Hill because he didn't want to lose votes to continue funding the government. He had to pay a fine, and now he's being primaried. This guy's a former principal, by the way, a middle school principal. He lost the election to a 70-year-old executive, and it came down to his stance on the Israel-Gaza situation. He was in favor of, Bowman, that is, was in favor of a ceasefire early. So there was a pro-Israel PAC who supported the 70-year-old candidate and just poured money into his campaign. And that's pretty much how he beat Bowman. The hilarious part, sad but funny, as I like to say, was the rally that the squad did to counter the successful rally that Trump had in the South Bronx. They felt like Trump upstaged them, which he did, having such a successful rally on their turf. Did a video on that. Check it out if you haven't already. They had to counter that, and it ended up being one of the most cringe-worthy things you've ever seen, especially by politicians, our so-called elected leaders. At least when Trump came, he came with respect. He didn't pander to the audience. He didn't insult their intelligence. She's dancing to Cardi B. Jamal Bowman is grabbing his crotch. Like, that's insulting. Yet they expect our votes. They feel like as if they're entitled to our votes. This is why they did the rally in the South Bronx, because Bowman's district is not even the Southern Bronx. It's more so the Northern Bronx. So that says a lot. AOC gallivanting around like a damn high school teenager dancing to Cardi B. The squad is a handful of younger, progressive, far left-wing Democrats. AOC is pretty much like the leader of them. It's AOC, Ayanna Presley, Rashida Tlaib, Ilhan Omar, Cori Bush out of Minnesota, Jamal Bowman. They are others, but that's pretty much the core. And they just essentially support socialism. They want to make the United States as socialist as possible and eventually turn it into a socialist nation, because in their minds, the quote-unquote lower classes, the poor and the working classes and the lower middle class now don't have what it takes to level up. The only way they'll be able to do so, the only way they'll be able to compete is if the government gets involved and forces people of means to spread their wealth out. More far leftism, more top-down government control, is because every time you see the left, especially the far left, they're always running around with their hair on fire, highly emotional. Jamal Bowman is a perfect example of this. When you're emotional, you're hyperventilating, you're not thinking clearly. And when you see the squad, they always seem to be borderline hyperventilating, emotional, hair on fire, crying, screaming. This was AOC at that rally. And then she's such an actress. And she's an actual actress. The Justice Dems, Chakrabarty, she auditioned. She was a barmaid. And so she's literally an actress, and a bad one at that, I might add. She's very effective at social media marketing. We'll say that. Highly effective. Won't take that from her. They don't even approach their constituents with respect. Leave your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to Will Flores TV on YouTube. Follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and X.